ते तं भुक्त्वा स्वर्गलोकं विशालं क्षीणे पुण्ये मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति। एवं त्रैधर्ममनुप्रपन्ना गतागतं कामकामा लभन्ते। In this verse, Lord Krishna explains that those who enjoy the pleasures of the heavenly realm eventually exhaust their accumulated merits. Once their good deeds are depleted, they return to the mortal world. This cycle continues as they seek desires and follow the path of the three Vedas. He teaches that while heavenly pleasures are enjoyable, they are temporary. True liberation lies in seeking deeper spiritual truths rather than getting caught in the cycle of desire and rebirth. अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. In this verse, Lord Krishna assures that those who exclusively focus on Him and worship Him with unwavering devotion are supported by Him. He promises to take care of their needs and ensure their well-being. He teaches that when one dedicates their heart and mind to the divine, they receive divine support and guidance. This encourages devotees to cultivate a deep personal connection with God, trusting that their spiritual path will be cared for. येऽप्यन्यदेवता भक्ता यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेऽपि मामेव कौन्तेय yajantyavidhipurvakam. In this verse, Lord Krishna explains that even those who worship other deities with faith are in fact indirectly worshipping Him. He acknowledges that their devotion is sincere but emphasizes that their offerings should ideally be directed towards Him according to the right understanding. He teaches that all forms of sincere worship ultimately lead back to Him, but recognizing the true source of divinity enriches the spiritual journey. It highlights the importance of understanding the relationship between all forms of worship and the ultimate divine reality. Aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha na tu mam bhijananti tatvena tasya vantite. In this verse, Lord Krishna asserts that He is the true enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. However, He notes that many people do not recognize Him in His true essence and therefore miss the deeper truth of their worship. He teaches that recognizing the divine in its true form is essential for genuine devotion. Understanding Him as the ultimate enjoyer of all sacrifices enhances one's spiritual journey and deepens the connection with the divine. यान्ति देवव्रता देवान् पितृन्त्यान्ति पितृव्रताः भूतानि यान्ति भूतेज्या यान्ति मद्याजिनोऽपि माम्. In this verse, Lord Krishna explains the paths taken by different devotees based on their worship. He says that those who worship the gods go to the gods, those who worship ancestors reaches the ancestors, and those who worship the spirits go to the spirits. However, those who worship Him with devotion come to Him. He teaches that the nature of worship shapes the spiritual journey. Directing devotion towards Him leads to the ultimate realization and connection with the divine. Patram pushpam phalam toyai यो मे भक्त्या प्रयच्छति तदहं भक्त्युपैरतम् अश्रामि प्रयतात्मनः. In this verse, Lord Krishna expresses that He accepts even a simple offering such as a leaf, a flower, a fruit or water if given with devotion. He assures that He will accept these offerings from sincere devotees. He teaches that true devotion is what makes an offering special. No matter how small the gift, genuine love and faith are what truly connect us to the divine. Yat karoshi yadashrasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. In this verse, Lord Krishna instructs Arjuna to dedicate all actions, whether eating, offering, giving or performing austerities, to Him. He encourages that everything should be done as an offering to the divine. He teaches that integrating devotion into all aspects of life transforms ordinary actions into spiritual offerings. This approach helps cultivate a continuous connection with the divine throughout daily activities. शुभाशुभफलैरेवं मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धनैः सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा vimukto mamupashyasi. In this verse, Lord Krishna assures Arjuna that by dedicating all actions to him, he will be freed from the results of both good and bad deeds. By practicing the path of renunciation and devotion, Arjuna's soul will attain liberation and ultimately reach Krishna. He teaches that true liberation comes from surrendering all actions to the divine. This allows one to transcend the cycle of karma and attain a higher state of spiritual realization. Samoham sarvabhuteshu na me dveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. In this verse, Lord Krishna expresses that he is equal to all beings and does not favor or dislike anyone. He emphasizes that those who worship him with devotion are special to him, and he also resides in their hearts. He teaches that true equality comes from understanding the divine nature of all beings. Devotion creates a special connection, highlighting the importance of love and sincerity in one's spiritual practice. Api chet suduracharo bhajate mamananya bhak sadhureva samantavyas samyak vyavasito hi saha. In this verse, Lord Krishna reassures that even if a person commits the most sinful acts, if they sincerely worship him without any other distractions, they should be considered. Their determination to turn towards him is what truly matters. He teaches that sincere devotion has the power to redeem individuals, regardless of their past actions. This highlights the importance of turning towards the divine with a pure heart and the potential for change through faith. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvachantin nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktah pranashyati. In this verse, Lord Krishna assures Arjuna that a devotee who sincerely turns to him quickly becomes a righteous person and attains eternal peace. He emphasizes that anyone who is devoted to him will never perish. He teaches that genuine devotion brings about profound transformation and security. This encourages individuals to embrace faith and trust in the divine, knowing that their efforts will lead to spiritual fulfillment and protection. Manhi partha vyapashritya yepi syuh papanuyah striyo vaishyas tatha shudras tepi yanti parangatim. In this verse, Lord Krishna declares that anyone who seeks refuge in him, regardless of their background or past sins, including women, merchants, and laborers, can attain the highest spiritual goal. He teaches that true spiritual potential is accessible to all, encouraging individuals from all walks of life to turn towards the divine. This message reinforces the idea that devotion and sincere seeking are what truly matter on the spiritual path. Kim punar brahmanah punya bhakta rajarshyastatha anityam asukhan lokam imam prapya bhajasva mam. In this verse, Lord Krishna addresses Arjuna, highlighting that if even the virtuous and noble kings can attain spiritual realization, then what to speak of them? He emphasizes the temporary and painful nature of the material world and urges everyone to seek refuge in him. He teaches that regardless of one's social or spiritual standing, the ultimate goal is to turn towards the divine for true peace and fulfillment, transcending the struggles of the material existence. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji man namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam matparayanah. In this verse, Lord Krishna instructs Arjuna to focus his mind on him, become his devotee, offer sacrifices to him, and bow down in reverence. By doing so, Krishna assures that Arjuna will ultimately come to him. He teaches that true devotion involves complete dedication of one's thoughts and actions to the divine. This path leads to unity with Krishna, highlighting the significance of devotion in spiritual practice.